What's good, everybody? Welcome to FX Money Team. Bawiz is speaking, founder of FX Money Team. So basically, guys, on today's video, we're just gonna talk about how to master sniper entries in the Forex market. So please, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe on this video. Let's get into it without wasting time. How to master sniper entries. So the first thing that we have to look at by spotting our sniper entries, obviously we have to do a top-down analysis from our bigger time frame, from our weekly. Obviously we have to look at areas of liquidity. So basically what do I mean by that is whereby we have to look for buying and our selling areas. We can say those, we can call them support and resistance, or supply and demand areas. So that's the first thing that we have to do in order for us to look for sniper entries. So the first thing that we have to do a top-down analysis. We have GBP USD on this chart. So basically, guys, as you guys can see that we have a significant level around this area. We have a significant level around this area. That's whereby we're gonna look for opportunities. Why? Because of previously we had selling opportunities around this area. So as you guys can see on the current market, we have a significant level, which is gonna be this area. We're gonna use this area to sell price on this area. So basically, as you guys can see, we have a selling pressure and we have around this area. So the first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna spot our buying and our selling zone. So basically, guys, we have a buying zone on this area. We have a buying zone and we have a selling zone on top of this area. As soon as we spot our buying and our selling area, for sniper entries, obviously we're gonna use our smaller time frame, which is gonna be our 15 and our 5 minutes time frame. Those are our mainly time frame that we're gonna use for sniper entries. For example, let's say we wanted to catch this buy movement. Obviously, for sniper entry, we're not gonna enter this trade. We're not gonna enter this trade right here. We're not gonna enter this trade around this area, but obviously we wanna enter this trade before the market turns. We're gonna enter this trade right on that area. So how are we gonna enter that trade on that area? So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna go for one hour time frame, and we're gonna go for 30 minutes time frame, and we're gonna go for 15 minutes time frame. So while we're on a 15 minutes time frame, the first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna look for candlestick reversals on a smaller time frame, which is gonna be our 15 minutes. It's either we're gonna enter our trades on 15 or 5 minutes. It depends on what we see. Depends on a clear setup that we see between 15 and 5 minutes. So on this case, I'm just gonna focus on 15 minutes. As you guys can see, right on this area we have a pattern which is engulfing candlestick. After the market forms this engulfing candlestick, that's why we're gonna enter our trade right on that area. For example, we're gonna open this trade right after this candlestick close. For example, as you guys can see, we have a blue candlestick. The second candlestick, at close of this candlestick, that's whereby we're gonna open our trade. Then obviously we're gonna put our stop losses below our market structure, and obviously our target is gonna be next liquidity area, which is gonna be this significant level. So we're gonna target this area. This is gonna be our stop loss around this area, and then we're gonna enter the trade right on that 15 minutes. So for sniper entries, we're not using H1, we're not using H4, we're not using daily, but instead we're gonna use 15 and 5 minutes for entries. So for another example, guys, as you guys can see, we have we had a selling area around there. After we capitalized on this buying movement, obviously we have another significant area whereby we're gonna look for selling. Why? Because of that area is an area of liquidity. Basically, we're gonna go for H1 and we're gonna go to M30. After M30, we see that okay, we have a beautiful market structure. We have double tops. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go for 15 minutes for entries. If you don't see a clear setup, perfect sniper entry. So as you guys can see, we have right on that area we had we started selling pressure around this area. So around this area, that's whereby we're gonna execute our trades. For as you guys can see, we have engulfing candlestick around this area. We have an engulfing candlestick. That's whereby I would enter my trade right on this area, and our stop loss obviously is gonna be above our market structure always. So basically, as soon as we open this trade around this area, we're gonna put my stop losses above this area. This is gonna be my stops. Let me turn it into another color, which is a black area. Is gonna be our stop loss area, so that we know that we give the market enough time to breathe. When the market decides to go up, then we know that okay, our stop loss are tight. Then we're gonna wait for the market to push to the downside. So another example, guys, let's say we wanted to enter this trade. Let's say we wanted to capitalize on this buy area. The first thing that we're gonna do, obviously, we're not gonna enter this trade around here. We're not gonna enter this trade around this area, but instead we want to enter this trade around this area for sniper entries. So what are we gonna do in order for us to enter this trade around that area? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go for 15 minutes, then we're gonna go for 5 minutes. So as you guys can see, we have on a 5 minutes we have a beautiful double bottom, and on this area, right on this breakout neckline breakout confirmation candlestick, right after this close candlestick, that's whereby we're gonna enter our buy position, and we're gonna put our stop losses below our market structure. So right on this area, this is gonna be our entry level. We're gonna use our candlestick reversals for entries. So as you guys can see, we have a morning star type pattern. That's whereby, guys, we teach all of these reversal patterns on our course. So basically, as soon as we see a rejection level, as soon as we see a candlestick reversal, that's whereby we're gonna open our entries on a smaller time frame, which is our entry gonna be around this area, as I said. So as you guys can see, in a bigger time frame, which is when we go to H1, that's whereby we are already in the market. We enter early before the price impulse to the upside or to the downside. So basically, guys, to keep it short, 15 minutes is basically 15 and 5 minutes is basically for sniper entries, and H4 and H1s are basically for bigger time frames. So in order for you to capitalize using the sniper entry method, you have to use 5 and 15 minutes so that you can get early in the markets. So basically, guys, without wasting time, I'm just gonna conclude this video right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys on the next video.